Well, let's take a look at this beautiful scrapbook page, and what's really special about it is the background. And Julie, Faith and Balza, you're going to show us how easy that is to achieve, right?
Yes, I love to create my own backgrounds, you know, give it a little something extra special. And so I think you have to start with a good base. So we're starting with the 12 by 12 watercolor paper, and that's important because you want something heavy because we're going to add a lot of liquid to this.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take an extremely wet paintbrush and I'm going to dip it into my watercolor paints here, and I'm just slapping it around in there.
It doesn't matter that the water's going
everywhere. Doesn't matter that it's going everywhere. And I'm going to put it down on the paper and just kind of go in there with some color.
Just a really nice freeform design.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm going to go into my yellow and I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm just brushing it on. I'm not thinking about it too much. I'm letting it splash everywhere. You can see it's all over my hand. It's soon going to be all over my shirt. Every shirt I own is covered with paint. I can't help myself. And you know, if you dip into other colors, that's awesome. That's serendipity. That's just the way that it wanted to turn out that day. So you just keep working it back and forth until you're satisfied with the way it looks. And you know, again, this paper just takes the paint so beautifully, you know?
And it helps all the colors blend. I mean, I know the water obviously plays a big part.
Yeah. But the paper helps too, definitely.
Helps too, yeah.
And then I think you have one over there that's already dry.
Let me take the wet one out of your way.
Thank you.
We'll set that
I'm going to
aside,
steal this one in the meantime.
There you go.
And here it is. And the next step is I want to make the bullseyes that you can see in the original. And here's the thing is we're going to be using a pen. And these two pens look very similar. And I think when you use pens, it's really important to know what it is you're working with.
Right.
Can you see that this cap is opaque and this cap is translucent?
You know, they are very similar.
They're very similar, though. It's hard when you're grabbing in your craft room. And the general rule of thumb is opaque cap, opaque ink, transparent cap, transparent ink. Yeah,
okay.
So we're going to be using the transparent ink because we want all this beautiful paint work to show through.
Okay.
And all you're going to do is I drew a simple bullseye design, like I said. And all that is you start with a small circle. You can just draw it in. And this may be a little hard to see. It's a little shiny. Can you see that? And then you're going to do a slightly larger circle. And you're not going to worry at all about if it's messy, if there's gaps. I think that's part of the sort of artistic edge and the charm of it. Exactly. Right. And you're going to go around at least one more time. And then, you know, I think 3 is a good count. You can color it in as much as you want. You can also do little dots.
So basically doodle any kind of pattern on there that you would like.
Yes, yes, yes. You can doodle absolutely anything you want. And then these pens are going to take a little while to dry. So I have one that is already dry, or at least you have one over there that's already dry.
Pass that to you. And you're doing bullseyes, but we can do absolutely anything we want.
Flowers,
hearts, or any kind of doodling.
Exactly. So you can see here all the shininess indicates that it's done. And what I'm going to do is I am going to go into a third color. And I do want to point out here as I'm painting that I'm using blue. And red, yellow, and blue are the 3 primary colors. So you're always guaranteed that they're going to look good together. So that's just something to remember, a kind of rule of thumb for you. And you can see that as I go over here with the blue, that beautiful bullseye pattern is starting to just pop out and stare at us right in the face.
So the pen is actually acting as a resist.
Exactly. It's a resist and you reveal it. I think of it like a secret decoder ring.
Yeah,
you can
it's kind of like magic paper.
Message. Exactly. And you know, you can do anything you want, add little bits of extra color wherever you'd like. There you go.
Know what's really nice, that each piece of paper that you create is going to be unique.
Yes, unique and different.
No two exactly the same.
I have one right in front of you that's already dry, which I want to show off because look how cool that is. Totally neat. And you can see here I've left a space for the photo because I didn't want to do all that work and then cover it up. But you could certainly cut this up. You could use it for cards. You could use it for all sorts of stuff. And because you used a watercolor base as the watercolor paper rather as the base, what it means is the paper didn't buckle a lot from all the water and the painting. You know?
Yeah, it is very important, the type of paper that we use for this technique.
Which I really like to do.
Can you imagine sending somebody an invitation?
Oh, it would be beautiful.
Right, but then tell them that they have to go, in order to know where they're going for the party,
I love
they
that
have to go over it with a watercolor to
Yeah.
read where they're going, like magic invitation.
Yeah, that would be super fun. You can also, you know, you can do a resist with any of the colored pens of any kind. So let's say that you didn't want to have it show the layer below. You could absolutely absolutely just do it with like a red or a yellow.
Or you could use your opaque white and it would give a different look and actually mix it with a transparent. That would be really pretty
I think
too.
it would be really lovely.
There's so many options, but it's all about the technique, Julie. I love it.
Yeah, thank you. And you know, the page comes together really quickly after that, and I think one of the nice things is I mirrored the bullseyes with the circle embellishments, and that keeps everything going around.
Okay, very pretty. Julie, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
And we'll be right back.